Hey, ciao. Welcome to Midici, sir.
Hello, sir.
How are you this evening?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm excellent. We will be more than happy to provide you a great experience here. One thing I would suggest, though,
Yes, sir.
is that you take that wonderful cell phone that we all have and put that in your pocket for about 45 minutes or an hour and just kick back and enjoy conversation with your family and friends.
Okay.
All right?
Well, that's interesting.
One of the reasons we got involved in this restaurant was that we wanted to have an experience where people really had a chance to converse with each other. Now, again, if you're going to take a call, please take a call, but take advantage of the fact that we'll have some time just to converse.
Thank you, sir.
I would suggest.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right. I look forward to this.
Pleasure.
All right. Wow, so this is an amazing place, Midici. People are the best at the thing that can happen to anybody. So we're going to meet the family behind this restaurant. We're going to meet some of the employees, see what happens. They support local business, and we love that. So we're going to learn about everybody and more next on the Small Business Voice. Hello everybody, and thank you for watching the Small Business Voice. The Small Business Voice is a platform for small business owners to have your voice heard. Nice echo. And what would those small business owners ask you to do? They would ask you to please buy local. So today we're at Midici Family Restaurant. It's the Neapolitan Pizza Company. I had to look at that real quick. Got a little excited there. We're sitting down with Steve and Donna. Two out of the five owners, but actually the people that are behind this. So Steve, tell me a little bit about your background, because you have an interesting kind of background on how you kind of got here today.
Be happy to. I worked for an international oil company for 30 years, mostly in marketing and sales. And I was responsible for selling fuels and lubricants to shipping companies and airlines around the world. So I spent a lot of time on an airplane while Donna was at home spending her time raising our sons. After leaving Mobile, I retired early. I was antsy and decided that I needed something else to stimulate my brain. So I started a consulting business and eventually started looking at the possibility of forming a family business. We're a close family. We've lived in different countries, and we've always felt good about doing something together. And about 4 years ago, we began to search for something, and we ended up with Midici. Midici is a franchise. It's unique. And that's why we're here today. If you'd asked me 4 years ago, would I be in the restaurant business, I would have said, absolutely not. But this is such a unique concept that all of us fell in love with it. And we're looking forward to opening in a couple days, and looking forward to having many folks come in and enjoy this beautiful restaurant that we've put together. People ask me what is unique about this restaurant, and I always start by saying people are the best thing to happen to anyone. And that is really our slogan. We want this to be a place where people can come and escape the outside stress and hullabaloo that we all have to live in. We want it to be a place where they can come with their family, with their friends, or a place where they can meet new friends and have a conversation. Okay? And oh, by the way, we have and we sell and we make a great pizza. Not only a pizza, but we have Italian meatballs, we have beer and wine, we have salads, we have desserts, and we have starters.
Well, this is a certain kind of pizza. This is Neapolitan pizza, and it's not made. It's not like a big brand. Like you don't have the shredded cheese. You don't have the mass-produced kind of pizza where they're just getting pizza after pizza out. this is a specialty kind of pizza. Can you kind of go into what kind of pizza it is? I know it's Neapolitan, but what is Neapolitan pizza?
Absolutely, be happy to. Pizza actually originated in Naples, Italy, about 300 years ago. Hence the name Neapolitan, okay? And we follow the original concept of making a pizza. Everything is fresh. Our 00 flour comes direct from Italy. Our tomatoes come directly from Italy, in cans of course, but crushed fresh every day. Our oven where we bake our pizza is a handmade oven out of brick that came from Italy. The oven is a rotating oven, so we can, and it's gas fired, so we can generate a very consistent product for our guest friends. And that's what we call our customer. We don't call them customers, we call them guest friends. We don't call our employees, we call them team friends. So everything focuses on people and friendship.
That's good, because you want to come to an environment where it feels like welcoming, and it feels where everybody just wants to be here, whether you're working or not. And we're going to go into that in a second, but I want to kind of back up a little bit. Now,
sure.
When you're in the oil industry, you traveled all over the world, and Italy was one of those places you went to, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so was that an influence on kind of where you're at today?
I would say indirectly.
Indirectly,
yes. I have traveled there on business. We've also traveled there as a family on vacation, and we found Italy and the Italian food to be
out of this world. Probably.
Out of this world, yes. Absolutely.
That's what I hear. So
absolutely. So yes, it did influence us.
Okay, and this is really big on family. Now we talked about the people working here. What do we call those again?
We call them team friends.
Team friends. Okay.
Okay.
And now they age from 16 all the way up to
in their 60s.
In their 60s. Okay.
Yes.
So it's a wide variety. So you're not looking for the younger crowd. It's not that kind of place. You want to be an inviting place. So you have people from young ages that need jobs, all the way to people that like, hey, you know what? I'm not ready to retire. Just kind of want to do something. Want to have a little bit of fun, and they're in this kind of environment. Where it's
our focus is on diversity. We want a diverse group of employees. We want to be able to attract a diverse group of guest friends. And I'm very proud of the process that we went through to hire the people that we've hired. I personally looked at over 350 resumes. From that, I selected, with help from the rest of the group, about 100 folks that we actually interviewed. Out of that 100, we've hired about 50. And we were looking for folks that were friendly, that had a smile on their face, that made you feel good when you spoke to them.
Yeah.
That were positive. And the team that we have hired, all of them are very special people. They're all excited to be a part of this concept, and we're very pleased to have them.
Okay. Very nice. Now this is a certain kind of pizza. I want to ask about the pizza. This isn't something you just kind of pick up and you eat with your hands. This is like a fork and a knife kind of pizza, correct?
The way in which the Italians eat their pizza is with a knife and a fork.
Okay.
We frankly recommend to our guest friends that they use a knife and a fork. Now, the American custom is not to use a knife and a fork, and it certainly works without one. But your choice is your choice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, if I'm dressed like this, I'd probably want to use a knife and a fork because I'd be really kind of careful. I don't want to get my clothes dirty. Now, if I was wearing a T-shirt, like an undershirt or something, I probably wouldn't care. I probably would just, oh, what the hell,
yes.
Just grab it and kind of go.
Another thing we loved about the concept was that although the restaurant has the appearance of being a high-end restaurant, the product and certainly the food that we serve is high-end. The pricing that we offer is very consumer friendly.
Yeah.
It's not a high price. We want people from all backgrounds and all economic levels to feel comfortable coming here again with their family and friends to enjoy time together. So we're very proud of that. We're able to do that because we're able to get our guest friends to come back again and again, and just by doing that, the volume will make sense for the restaurant.
Okay, so I want to back up a little bit. So when you guys decided to come in, to the Midici family, you worked at a Midici down in Southern California for training, correct?
Correct.
Now, you guys had a lot of fun at that experience. Can you kind of tell me about that experience? Because I was kind of laughing as you were telling me before,
Well, we spent, a couple months ago, Donna, we spent about 3 weeks there. And we had a full experience. I mean, we did every activity that you need to do in a restaurant, from frankly cleaning the restrooms to cleaning tables to bussing dishes to cooking the food to preparing the toppings for the pizza, preparing the dough for the pizza, to preparing the beer and wine for our guest friends. And we enjoyed that. We had fun doing that. Probably the most fun we had, though, frankly, was just meeting the guest friends that came in and talking to them. And, there are times in any restaurant where someone may have a concern, and I think I like to feel that we did best by addressing those concerns. In a number of cases, Donna was particularly good at that. A number of cases, she's made some long-term friends.
Oh, nice.
And made some connections and shared phone numbers with someone who, I don't know, wasn't able to get their pizza quite as quickly as they thought they would.
Yeah.
And she made it all good.
Nice.
And they left as happy people. That's what we want.
Yeah.
We want all of our guest friends to have a great experience. And the people interaction is something that both of us really, really enjoy. So I will go up to the tables as I did during training, and even though I was just learning, I would ask folks, "How's everything?
Yeah.
Can we get you something else?" They'd say, "Yes, sir. Could you clear the table?" "Absolutely." I'd go and get a container to clear the table.
Yeah.
And we'd continue to have a conversation. The interaction, I just thoroughly enjoyed. Whether it was a young person, the age of our sons or even younger, or a middle-aged or elderly people like us, I enjoyed the interaction. But that's the concept of the restaurant, a place where you can talk and interact.
So I got a question. So if I came into the restaurant like this and not paying attention, this is kind of frowned upon, correct?
We won't take your cell phones away from you.
You won't,
so
okay.
We can relax about that. But we'll encourage you to turn them off, put them in your pocket for an hour.
Yeah.
Just an hour while you're sitting there with your family and friends and have a conversation. Today in today's environment, I don't want to pick on the young people.
Yeah.
But particularly younger people spend a lot of time on their cell phones, their iPhones, chatting, talking, texting, and we've lost a lot of the interaction that folks used to have and just conversation. So we are trying to focus on that. We believe there's a lot of benefit in that.
So, and the way the restaurant's kind of set up is for people to interact with each other. You have the long benches, you have the tables kind of close together, and that's what the idea is about. When you come into Midici, this is a family style restaurant. And it's kind of short of having the big tables that spin around and you all share the food. It's kind of short of that, but it's the same principle. It's about enjoying the people around you.
Yes.
And I think that's terrific, actually. I like something like that. And I'm on my phone quite a bit, and I'm young at heart, but but I like the idea of, hey, put your phone away. That everything can wait. Enjoy your family, enjoy the people around you, get to know people around you. Expand your network.
Yes.
And I love that idea. So you have your mission statement actually on the
Yes.
wall, and I like your mission statement because number one, I've never seen it on a wall anywhere before, you know, but you're very proud of this. So can you go ahead and read it?
This is our creed. This is what we believe in.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to. So we are dreamers and makers. We dream of food coming only from nature. Most of our products are non-GMO. We dream of high-quality food accessible to all. We put our money where our food is and invest in the quality of our products rather than in marketing them. We dream of memorable meals with friends. We created a public place that is extraordinary, and it truly is. Live tree growing in the restaurant. We dream of service that is kind, mindful, and in the moment. We treat everyone as our friend, whether it is, as I said, our employee is not an employee, a team friend, our guest is a guest friend.
Yes.
Everyone is a friend. We dream of a friendlier world. Wow.
Yeah.
We dream of a friendlier world.
I would love that.
Isn't that timely?
Yes.
Right now? Put all these stuff that divides us outside,
yes.
And when you come in here, leave that baggage at the front door.
Yeah.
Okay? Come in and relax and enjoy others' company.
Yes.
We make that change. We make that change. That's our objective. That's our focus.
Yeah, that's awesome. And when you said we dream of a friendlier world, you know, when you're on social media, you know, if you look for that, you can find it. And in today's world, it's kind of hard to find stuff like that. But you can find it because there's more good out there than bad. And just, you know, unfortunately, the bad stuff gets publicized, you know, like it does. But this is a, you know, we want everybody to be friendly here. We, you know, just come in, have a good time. And you just expand your network, like I said, you know, and that's just a great concept. Now I have a question about the wines you have here. Mm-hmm. So Midici actually does have a wine.
They do.
Okay, but you chose to go with local wines since we're in Modesto, and you know we have a lot of local places here. So why did you choose that direction other than promoting the Midici brand?
Midici has at this moment just 2 wines.
Okay.
Okay. So I needed additional wines anyway, even if I chose Midici. The Midici wines are very good wines. They selected very good wines. And we may in the future actually provide those wines in the restaurant. But for now, we went with something that was more local, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm always open. I always believe that you have to continually look to improve. You have to continually look to change, because if you don't, you're going to get passed by.
Yeah, well, you don't want to get complacent.
That's correct.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, I'm really big on local business. I want to thank you for that part. You know, just having that kind of, that kind of objection for that.
And the draft beers are the same. We do the same concept with the draft beers. Now, Midici does not have a branded beer.
Okay.
But we have 10 beers, if you believe it, on tap.
Oh, wow.
Plus a number of craft bottled beers.
Well, we actually have a lot of local beer places.
Yes.
I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's but we have craft beers, like it's that's really big here in the Central Valley, with Modesto and all that. And I like local, everything that's kind of local. I really enjoy.
And we spent a lot of time selecting the brands of beers, the brands of wines that we wanted. We had a lot of fun tasting.
Yeah, I bet.
And then made our final choice.
Yeah.
Which, again, we will continually review depending upon the demand and the interest of our guest friends.
Okay. So, in you're a business owner that one of your big objectives is to give back. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And that's one of the things you want to focus on. Now, is there anybody that kind of just stands out that you really want to take care of or plug or?
One of the things that I am particularly proud of is that we're working with a group right now that supports young people who are looking to get into probably their first job, most of them.
Okay.
They range in age from 17 to 21. And in business, everyone wants to hire someone who's experienced.
Yeah.
Okay. Even in the restaurant business, you want someone who has done it before. So we have hired through this group 5 of these young people with no experience, and we have an agreement with them that we will provide them top training so that by the time they're done with their training, they will be very effective in working, not just in a restaurant, but effective in working, period. They'll know what it means to be responsible. They'll know what it means to show up on time. They'll know what it means to work as part of a team.
Yes.
And these interns are paid by the group that supports them initially, and then we have the opportunity to hire them on permanently. And our objective is to do just that, to hire them on permanently. We will have invested a good deal of time and money bringing them along, but it's a way in which, yes, we benefit, certainly, but it's a way in which we can give back to the community. We're also networking, and we will do more of it with a number of organizations in the community. We're looking to do evenings with them where we can support their particular charity or support whatever it is that they're doing. Our friends next door are Apple.
Yes.
And frankly, they don't need a lot of support from us.
No.
But we are networking with them, and as part of our grand opening, we're going to be raffling off a very nice Apple Watch.
Very nice.
So that's part of what we do.
Yeah.
And giving back, when you give, you receive much more than actually what it is that you give.
Yes.
I believe. And I won't say money is unimportant. I mean, you need money to invest in a restaurant, certainly, and you want to make a little money, you want to make a little return on your investment. But being able to bring in our team friends, give them an opportunity for employment, see the smile on their face, get them excited about buying into the concept that we have, seeing the smile on our guest friends when they take a piece of our pizza and get a glass of wine and see the big smile on their face, and the expression on their face is, wow, can't believe that we're getting this quality for that price. One more point. This morning, our family walked through the mall, visited every store in the mall, and invited them to come to our grand opening, and invited them to some special things that we're going to do for mall employees. And it was uplifting because almost without exception, all of them had walked by our restaurant, and the reception I got and the rest of us got today was, wow, we're really glad you're finally opening, and we're looking forward to your restaurant, and we love the look, and so on and so forth. That is so rewarding. It truly is.
Well, I want to give a plug. So this is at the Vintage Fair Mall in Modesto, California. And I'm glad they gave you the opportunity to come here. And I'm glad you guys brought your business up here, because you're not from here, you're from Southern California. And you've been on the East Coast, you've been in different countries, but you chose Modesto to come to it. I want to thank you for that, because we need...
Let me give the Mason Ridge a plug as well. Mason Ridge are the developer for the mall.
Okay.
And they're one of the largest mall operators, if not the largest in the country. And they have been very good to us. They've been very good to work with, and we appreciate that.
Nice. So, as you can see, we have a couple products here. We have a glass of water, which is not a product, but everybody needs water, So, but we have olive oil right here, and it's one of the products you can buy as you leave. We also have shirts that you can buy too. And now go ahead and read what's on the shirt.
People are the best thing that can happen to anyone.
That's awesome.
And, think about it. Isn't that true?
It is.
You can't buy friends. You really can't. And you can't have too many of them.
Yeah.
On the back? What does it say on the back?
Well, your hair's in the way, but we bring friends together.
That's it.
Yes.
Thank you, Don.
I knew there was something on the back.
Yeah, and then these shirts are for sale too. So yes, you come in, you have just an awesome experience, and and you know what, and why not? Because the food's reasonable. You know, you're not gonna walk out of here, just feeling kind of ripped off. You had a great experience at a great price. Why not buy a shirt? Why not buy all four?
And our mascot is a smiley face.
Yes. Yeah.
We put great value on having all of our folks who work here and all of the folks who come in leave with a smile on their face.
Yeah. Well, Steve and Don, I want to thank you for coming on the show. And we're going to sit down with your three sons, one of your sons was really big on this, and he's kind of quiet, so I look into kind of digging information out of him. But everybody's really outgoing, everybody's really friendly, but they're going to be the faces of this business.
They're going to be operating the business with our general manager, and Donna and I are going to be smiling.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
All right, well, thank you again for coming on the show, and thank you for bringing your business up here to Modesto. We appreciate
Absolutely.
that.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, yes. We're going to be right back right after these words from our sponsors.
Every journey begins with a single step. Are you ready to take yours? Here at Modesto Junior College, we can help you begin. The college offers a variety of programs and opportunities, including financial aid. MJC students can transfer to four-year colleges after graduating. Our instructors will prepare you for a successful future in the field of your choice. If you want a quality, affordable education with unlimited horizons, make Modesto Junior College your first step.
We're back on Small Business Voice, and I'm here with the two out of three brothers, Michael and David Walling. Michael, why did this franchise really speak to you? What do you love about this franchise?
It's very new, it's very different, and I like both those things. It's some of my two favorite things. We do things a little bit differently here, and we do things in a way that tries to, most importantly, try to bring people together and try to get somebody interacting with the person across the seat from them.
Yeah, because you want people to kind of put away their cell phones, and just kind of focus on the people around them.
Exactly. If we can get people to just kind of get away from the grind of the everyday life and kind of embrace a slightly different environment, we'd love to welcome everybody and anybody in Modesto and the surrounding area.
So, and this is kind of taken from Naples, Italy, correct? You got the tree in the courtyard, you got the bench seating, and this looks like a scene out of Naples, Italy, correct?
Absolutely, yeah. We pretty much we just took a snapshot of any random courtyard in Italy. We tried to mimic something like that, create a nice, welcoming environment for any of our guest friends.
Okay, and so to go back a little bit, you went to Panama when you were young, and you got to experience Panama for 11 years?
11 years,
yeah,
age of 7 to 18.
7 to 18. So that kind of world experience, going over the world, especially with your dad, I talked to earlier, but that's what kind of really spoke to you, going to Italy, kind of seeing, what they had over there, seeing, we don't have anything like that here in the United States, really. On a side note, I want to thank you for kind of bringing this up to Modesto, because we don't have anything like this. This is really kind of innovative. It seems like it's going to be a fun kind of environment. Are you looking forward to the opening here pretty soon?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We're really looking forward to getting into, becoming actually a part of the neighborhood, really. We want to be a part of Modesto. We want to try to set out some roots here. I mean, I'm only 29. Wouldn't mind trying to spend the next 10 years here trying to build a life. I would love to get to know a little bit about everybody in town. So come on in and we'll get to know each other.
All right. So David, you're the one that kind of pushed everybody in this direction. This one really kind of spoke to you, and you wanted the family. Number one, your family's really tight, but this is where you really wanted to focus. Why did this one speak to you so much?
Well, obviously we wanted to do something with the family. We wanted to do something where people wanted to come to you, and it was a place where you could put a smile on people's faces. It was a product that you sell people that they need, as opposed to another industry where you would go out and try to sell people things they don't want, they don't need. This was a place where it was very family oriented. You're just coming in here with your family, where you're here to put smiles on people's faces, and I thought that was very rewarding. Another thing that struck me was definitely the ambiance. You feel like you're in an outdoor courtyard in Italy. We have the live tree. We have a bunch of plants around the restaurant.
You
Really gives you that.
bench seating too.
Oh yeah, bench seating around the tree. Yeah. So you really have that outdoor feel.
Yeah, and you also have a patio too, where
We
you
do
can
have
eat
a
out.
patio as well.
Yes.
Patios and
Yeah.
the large windows kind of give it that open air feel, makes it seem, our cozy little spot makes it seem a lot more welcoming and open.
Very.
Another thing that struck me was the quality of the food itself. It's very fresh. We make all the dough every day in the house. Just basic ingredients like our tomato sauce. It contains one ingredient: tomatoes. The dough, we make it out of flour, water, yeast, and salt. That's it. We don't use additives, just fresh ingredients.
Yeah, and that's really big, especially in today's world. We want fresh ingredients. We're tired of all the processed junk we get everywhere else. And actually, as you're ordering your food, if you wanted to, you actually watch it being made. Correct?
Yeah, absolutely. So pretty much our entire kitchen is split into two, what we call the heart and the back of house. Back of the house where we take care of all of our prep work, so by the time you see us and you come into the door, everything's already ready and set for you to come on in and get the exact kind of pizza you want. We'll change that pizza any way you like, we'll make it in any way you like to have it, but we also want to make sure that you get to see it happen as well and that you're a part of it as well. We want to try to include our guest friends in our own experience that we have making the pizza for you. We feel it's more of a collaborative thing, rather than just, you're coming into a McDonald's and just ordering food and you get, they just serve it to you on a little platter. You get to be a part of the experience itself and really get to see for yourself how your food is getting made.
Nice. So David, you talked about the margarita pizza earlier. Now there's a story behind the margarita pizza. Do you mind sharing that with us?
Yeah, so the margarita pizza is kind of our basic pizza. It's actually the original pizza that was created in Naples, Italy, the first pizza. The story behind it is Queen Margherita came to a restaurant looking for some food, and the owner wanted to create something for her that was representing the colors of the new Italian flag, being green, white, and red. And the margherita pizza was born out of that.
Nice.
So you get the green from the basil leaves, the white from the cheese, the red from the sauce. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It all
Okay,
comes
so you got
together.
the flag right there.
Exactly. So you pretty much have the Italian flag on a pizza.
So people walk in the front door, and this is what they're going to see, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you go to the order station, which is right here, take your number, take it to your table. You got a menu right here, so you can kind of pick what you want.
Well, first things first. The first thing that's going to happen when you do walk in the door is that you're going to be greeted by one of our team members. But the second you walk in, you're going to hear, "Ciao, welcome to Midici." That way, two things. One, you know you're in an Italian restaurant. Two, you know how to pronounce the name of the restaurant. So then we'll invite you into, we're going to take a look, grab a menu, queue in line. You can queue just around the corner over here. You'll see that later on in the videos. And we'll set you up just fine. You get to the cashier spot, tell them how you want your pizza, we'll get it out to you after we get you a number. We'll bring that food right to you when you're ready.
All right.
And if you're lucky enough, you might grab one of our friendship calzones that we usually make for free and throw out.
Oh, nice.
It's a nice dessert Nutella calzone. It's got berries and everything in it. It's delicious.
Okay, yeah, because you do have desserts here. You have a dessert menu.
Yep, we have gelato, tiramisu, and yeah, the famous Nutella calzone that we're going to be showing off to everybody every chance we get.
All right. Well, I look forward to this opening. I mean, I know this has been everybody's waiting. I know you guys have been networking like crazy, letting people know that, hey, we're here. We want to set roots.
Well, when we moved up here 4 months ago, we didn't really know anybody. I mean, we came out here just out of the blue. This site kind of just fell into our laps, and yeah, we knew we needed to get ourselves out there, and so people could understand who we are. By extension, what our pizza's going to be like.
Yeah.
And so yeah, there was a long process of just kind of networking that we've been doing, and it's something that we want to do constantly. We don't really look at it as networking so much as as just trying to be a part of the community and really become people, your average people in Modesto.
Well, and on a side note, I know you guys found a church you go to. You're already part of the band.
Oh yeah, I play guitar at Holy Family every Sunday at 10 a.m. I also used to play guitar at my church in Orange County before moving here, so that's definitely something I wanted to continue to be a part of.
Nice. And your brother's on the drums?
My brother plays drums, and my older one, yes.
And you got me on the air guitar if you need me. It's a better joke. I do that. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for coming on the show. I really appreciate you guys bringing this whole experience to the Central Valley. And I look forward to this. I'm looking forward to your hand opening.
Yeah, we've been talking about it enough, huh?
Yes. Yeah, having a healthy pizza, which we all need,
And if you don't want a healthy pizza, you can always have the egg and bacon pizza. That's about 1,500 calories. So we got it both ways for you.
That's good. Well, I look forward to it. Well, thank you, Dave, and thank Thank you, Michael. I appreciate you guys coming on the show. And we're going to be back right after the words from our sponsors.
When it comes to getting your car detailed, it's hard to choose the right place. At Davis Family Shines, we sweat the small stuff, so you don't have to. At DFS, we're fully licensed and insured, guaranteeing your car is in good hands. With over 15 years in professional detailing, you can trust we're experienced and know how to take care of whatever life throws your way. Specializing in automotive restoration, we're offering interior-only details as low as $99 and complete details as low as $199. That's a huge savings. With a variety of packages including headlight restoration and windshield repair, you'll be sure to find a deal to fit your car's needs. Call today to schedule your appointment, 209-495-0525, or go online at modestocardetailing.com. Treat yourself to that new car feeling today.
All right, we're back on the Small Business Voice. I'm here with John Wallen, the oldest brother, one of the faces of Midici. He's going to kind of walk us through the process. What happens in the back, how the dough is prepared, what the ingredients are, and as you walk through that door, what to expect. So, John, kind of fill me in on what goes on behind the scenes that people don't see.
Sure. Well, what I like a lot about this restaurant, this concept, is that everything is made in-house. Our dough is actually made in the back, our preparation area, and it's made with 4 simple ingredients. It's made with water, yeast, flour, salt, and we have the 5th secret ingredient, which is passion.
I like passion.
Yeah. So that goes into our dough, and that's the start of how all of our food is really created, and that kind of just resonates with the rest of the restaurant as well.
Okay, and then, so the pizza dough actually comes from Naples, Italy, correct?
All the ingredients, so the flour is the double superfine flour that comes from Naples, Italy. Our sauce comes from Naples, Italy. A lot of other ingredients comes from Italy as well. It's designed to make it very authentic, so it's almost like we were just standing or eating in Naples somewhere right now, walking down the courtyards, being around other people in the area. You could have the same pizza there in Naples that we're bringing here to the restaurant.
Yeah, and I like the ambiance. I can't get over the ambiance. How you have like the courtyard inside the restaurant, you got the courtyard outside the restaurant. So that process happens in there. You make the dough in the morning. You got 12 rollers, and then that goes into a special refrigerator.
Right. We have a special area just for dough as well. So once we call it the batching the dough or putting all the ingredients into our dough mixer, then it comes out in the kind of doughy form that you see. We also have a special machine in the back that we use for balling and cutting dough as well. After that, the dough is stored, after it's balled up in little balls, into containers and put away in our dough room where it sits or rests for a certain amount of hours at a specific temperature. So this is all sort of the process in creating pizza, or creating dough for pizza mix.
Okay. So when people walk through that front door, they come in, they start over there, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, and so kind of walk me through this process as you make your way to the register.
Sure. So after the dough has been balled and sat for a number of hours, it's actually brought out here to our stretch area, and we have a special machine that presses out the dough and stretches it into what we see today as our pizza crust. From there, our pizziola, or our pizza station, we call them, they put down the different kinds of sauce that you want. So we have 4 different sauces to choose from. So while we also stick to the Naples Neapolitan style, we've also customized the entire menu to 4 different kinds of sauces and over 20 different ingredients.
Well, I've been hearing this talked about for 4 months. I can't wait. We're going to be here for the grand opening.
It's going to be awesome.
Yes, it is awesome. So people start right there, and you have the vegetables right there.
So right from the start, when you walk into the restaurant, you're going to see our process sign of where to go, grab a menu, and you start off with the line. So you'll actually get to see the pizzas being created from essentially step 1. So it's going to start at the stretch, you get to see the dough stretched out. You go to the pizzaiolo station for the sauce and some of the meats. Vegetables as well will go in this section here. So we have 2 sections for pizziola because we have the toppings, we have the sauce, and we also have some of the after sort of toppings.
Okay.
Mostly all of our pizzas, we call it PBMO, which is Parmesan, basil, and mozzarella.
Well, and the cheese is really specific. got the cheese. We don't shred the cheese here, correct?
No, the cheese is specialized for this as well. We have a number of different cheeses. The most classic one, our margarita mozzarella cheese, that essentially makes up how our pizzas are created. So it's not shredded. Your pizza actually comes out looking almost like kind of a piece of art. It's got little clouds on it. It's got pieces of basil leaves. It's got the red sauce. It comes out looking a lot different than a normal pizza, but I guess we're used to seeing it.
Okay, so you're actually watching your pizza be made. You get to this station here, and then it goes into this oven right here.
Right.
Now tell me about this oven.
So this is our Forni oven. This is essentially the first off the line for our kind of style of restaurant, but it's made in the same classic brick oven style pizza oven that Neapolitan Pizza is made. Advantages are the technology that you put into it has a self-rotating base. So essentially your pizza goes in, goes around in a circle once, in about 2 minutes, pizza's done, comes out, gives a nice consistent crust and bake for each pizza coming out.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Wow. So you're not waiting long to get your food.
No, that's kind of the idea. You know, so it's kind of a fine dining look to it, but it's a fast, casual speed of operation. So it's designed to get your pizza out in 2 minutes because it cooks at 800 degrees.
So this kind of pizza, it's not. You're not picking it up, with your hands pretty much.
Right.
The texture's different. Like it's kind of crispy on the outside, but it's maybe kind of doughy
Kind of soft on the
inside.
end. So that's kind of how Neapolitan pizza is. For most people, you eat it with a fork and knife. So it's kind of like a fancier style pizza. It's got a crunchy crust on the outside, so it's just something nice and crunchy. But then as you get closer to the center of the pizza, it's supposed to get a softer kind of texture to it.
Okay.
And that's just the way the pizzas are.
And that's pretty much authentic.
Yeah, that's
probably made in Italy. That's how they eat it over there.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I see you got the accents down. It's pretty good. Yes.
Right. We've gone through training and we've kept true to a lot of the special words. For example, the up, they're called a fornaio. Getting them pizzaiola. Our bartenders are called baristas. We have expediters. We have plateware decks. Our customers are not actually called customers. They're called guest friends. And our teammates are called team friends. So we've got, besides just all the Neapolitan framework and words, we also have developed a nice culture around it, centered around people, fun environment, and kind of a different nature.
I was looking at your shirt just now, and it says, "We don't remember days, we remember moments." Now, I think you have more than one shirt, correct?
We do. We have a number of different slogans that you'll see around the restaurants. And our most popular one, or our company logo, is "People are the best thing that can happen to you." Along with that, we have some other ones. You've seen probably some of our quotes on the wall.
Yes.
Our company message. And this is another one here that talks about really cherishing moments, building connections, remembering times you've had with other people. That's, I think, what really, not only sharing a pizza is really what it's about, because again, it's something that you share with other people, but also what this restaurant's supposed to be.
Okay. And in the logo itself, you got happy faces, and that's when you come into this environment. It's a happy environment. It's a social environment. Now, I want to ask you one last question about one of the other logos. And so the owner was a big fan of a sitcom, and one of the logos is kind of tailored to that sitcom.
Right. If you look at our to-go boxes and some of the things around the restaurant, you'll see this icon of these number of individuals, these 7 friends or something like that. And it's actually supposed to be designed off of the TV show Friends. So you'll kind of see their caricatures kind of made up.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I love that show. I'm kind of dating myself, but it's still one of my favorite shows.
Me as well, I definitely do.
Yes. And I think if they didn't have Central Perk, they'd hang out in a place like this.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
so. Well, maybe if it was his friends in Naples, Italy or something.
Yes, there we go. Yeah, I think it just came up with an idea.
There we go.
We're going to see that in a few years, so. Cool. Well, hey, John, I really appreciate you coming on the show with your brothers and your parents. And the one thing that's been reiterated the whole time is how close your family is and how you guys just want to work together with each other. And you have a common goal. Your brother talked about how he really kind of pushes on everybody because it's just a one of a kind restaurant. And I want to thank you for bringing this to Modesto. I think Modesto needs something different. And look forward to this opening. So,
Great.
Yeah, thank you, John.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you for coming on the show.
Absolutely. Looking forward to having you.
Yes, me too. I'm looking forward to that. So I've been hearing about this for 4 months, so I'm looking forward to this opening here.
Yep, we're ready to. We're definitely excited.
Yes.
It's great.
All right. We'll be right back from a word from our sponsors.
Hey, Papa, aren't you supposed to get your taxes done today?
Oh, I ain't got time. I want to watch the game.
Haven't you heard of the Sanders Income Tax Service mobile app that everybody's been talking about? You can get your taxes done now and finish watching your game later.
Oh, that's right.
Remember, by filing right, you get more here at Sanders Income Tax. Look forward to seeing you this year.
Aiden. I'm Victoria. I'm Shay.
Okay, and they're going to tell us about their experience here. So, Aiden, why did you choose to come to Midici today?
So I chose to come to Midici because I was just here visiting the mall, and I was just walking by and I saw that they had signs for like free margarita pizza. So I was just kind of looking in at the restaurant, and one of the owners had came out. Steve, I believe his name is. He came out and he was just saying, "Hey, I saw you outside," just greeting me. Very friendly. He's very friendly to me. He was just telling me a little bit about Midici and how they have this free margarita pizza that they had going on this weekend. So I decided to come in today and try it out.
All right, and you brought your friends with you too.
I did.
Yes, that's awesome. So, what did you think of the pizza?
It was really amazing.
Yes, really good.
My personal favorite right here, the margarita. I really liked how the mozzarella was, especially with the basil, because like it's a different type of pizza, like compared to like Domino's and Definitely. everything. Definitely.
Okay. So, Victoria, what's your take on the pizza? Like, how do you eat the pizza? Because it's not one of those where you pick it up and just
right. This is personally my first time trying Neapolitan pizza. Like she said, I've all tried Domino's and Pizza Hut, but it's very, very different. It's almost like a delicacy within itself. It has like a really thick crust compared to other pizzas. It's baked. I believe they have like a wood-burning brick oven. It's spectacular. It's beautiful. You can see it. They have glass doors. We got to see inside before we walked in. It was hard to say no when Aiden brought us. We really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's amazing. You know,
Neapolitan pizza.
Yes, and you're trying a new place. And, yes, and you guys are very young. It looks like.
Yes.
So. This is at the mall, so we should have a pretty much, you know, younger crowd coming here. But it's not just for younger people, it's for old. So you guys will bring your parents here, right?
Definitely,
yeah,
definitely.
Okay, all right.
It's a very family-friendly place.
Family, okay. So, what's your experience, Shay? Tell me about the pizza. Did you have anything else? Do you have any desserts?
So my favorite dessert was the Nutella calzone. In it, it had it had like 3 fruits. It had the strawberries, raspberries, and blueberries, and on the inside, it had like a really creamy Nutella, and it paired amazing. I would definitely recommend it. Oh yeah.
So you come in, you can have the pizza. They have salads too. With my size, you can tell I don't do a lot of salads. So I do love the pizza though, and I actually had the pizza, and it's actually really light. It was very good. I mean, I love the crust. It was an amazing pizza.
Even though the pizza is very simple, it's really good. Like especially the margarita. There's just a few toppings on them, but it's really flavorful and it's really good as well.
They say Neapolitan pizza is best with, I believe, like 2 or 3, maybe even 4 toppings. You don't really want to go more because the crust is so thin, and that's really all that you need. Oh my gosh, it's incredible. Yeah.
So I'm a meat lover. I do love meat, so I got mine with bacon and chicken and But at the end, I mean, I'm a pig. I ate my whole pizza, so. But I didn't have that. I didn't feel full.
Right.
And it was, the crust was amazing. I don't know if you guys know this, but the crust actually comes from.
No way.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Yeah, the owners actually told us that.
Where was I?
I was actually told also that the classic Italian way to eat it, I believe, is actually with the fork and knife.
Yes.
It is so thin that you're able to do so. I personally got a pizza with a freshly cracked egg on top. It was incredible, and as I pulled it apart, it was almost kind of like the egg kind of fell apart beautifully. I don't know how they baked it, but it was incredible.
What kind of pizza is that?
I got the egg and bacon pizza. It had egg, spicy sausage, bacon as well.
Is that a breakfast pizza?
It can be.
That sounds great for breakfast.
It was incredible. It was.
So you guys would really recommend coming back here?
Oh, definitely. We'll be back.
100%.
We will be back.
Well, you guys are very anxious. You guys are very energetic, I should say. I want to thank you three for coming on the show.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to be back right after word from our sponsors. All right, we're back on the Small Business Voice. We're here with the bartender, Cy, and with Michael. You know Michael. He's part of the interview.
Hello again.
So they're going to tell us about some of the local beers they have here, and also the wine they have here. So
we'd love to.
All right, go ahead and start with the draft.
So here at Midici, we want to offer a very nice craft beer experience for our guest friends. You'll see we have 10 beers on tap, which is more than most bars you'll find in the area. And we want to focus on beers that pair well, specifically with pizza. That's why you'll notice we have an Alaskan Amber Ale. It's a great amber ale. It pairs well with every single one of our foods in the restaurant. But we also wanted to get something local, something unique to Modesto. So we wanted to get Blaker Brewery. We also wanted to get Dust Bowl, and we also wanted to get Amador Brewing. Very local beers to really appeal to the local people around here. We want to be a part of our community, and we want our community to respond to that by loving our beers.
Nice. So what do you have to say about the beers? I mean, have you had these beers? Do you enjoy them?
Oh yes, definitely. Well, Alaskan Amber is actually one of my favorite beers.
Okay.
And you don't actually technically find that many places. So ambers and reds are one of my favorites.
Okay.
The seasonal we have right now from Blaker, the Fall 38, is superb, nice and actually fruity undertones, which I love to death. And of course, Dust Bowl, you can't actually go wrong with Dust Bowl Brewery. Yeah.
Blaker is actually a very unique brewery. Just opened a year ago. It's actually going to celebrate its 1-year anniversary tomorrow on the day that we actually opened our restaurant for the first day. I actually spoke with the owner, Tom, today. He's a great man. He was talking to me about how they do their tap takeover, which is when they come into your restaurant and they kind of take over every single one of your taps. They'll replace it with great Blaker Brewery, and they'll really give you a good taste of everything they got. They'll take it over, they'll come in, they'll actually have a guy from Blaker here, kind of walk you through their beers. They know it a lot more than I do, and they'll help you out through it. They're great people over there.
And then you also have local beers here, which I'm sure we've just covered, but you want to tell us about the beers we have right here in front?
So we wouldn't be an Italian restaurant if we didn't have something Italian to offer you. That's why we always offer Peroni. It's our best-selling beer. We also want to give you a little variety, so we have this beer of Moretti, which is nice too. And we also, just to prove that we are Italian, yes, we have San Pellegrino. This sparkling wine is delicious, and you will love it. Now,
and then we also have a wine there too.
Yes, we do actually carry a couple local Gallo wines. And then this is one of our whites that we carry from Gallo. We also carry a red. And then we actually have our other wine selection that nobody else in Modesto has. It's specifically for Midici, superb wines. And if you want to try something unique, this would be a great place to come to have a great pizza and try a wine that you never had anywhere else.
Amazing.
We also get our wine from Henry Wine Group. We have this really wonderful wine called La Fiera. It's a Montepulciano. It's a delicious wine. It goes well with everything. It's very light, and it's literally my favorite. It's my personal favorite wine that we have here. It's lovely, and you have to try it if you come in.
Have to.
Have to. Absolutely have to.
Somebody already has, I think.
Somebody already has, yes.
So you have local beers, you have local wine, just great food, great atmosphere. What do you think about working here? You know, you've been here now for a while.
Oh, should I walk away for this part of it?
No, you're fine. No, stay right there.
Yeah, I started from the beginning, and it's actually been a wonderful experience. I have never experienced anything like this before when it comes to opening something from the very beginning. I mean, obviously not the construction, but just bringing in the employees and having it all come together. I mean, watching, being able to witness the Parmesan Reggiano wheel open up. That was really neat. I've never seen that before. It's been a great experience because everybody that's here loves being here. The brothers, the parents are fantastic people, and it's a great environment, and I've never experienced actually working in an environment like this before, and I'm actually very happy to be here.
That's very awesome. Yeah, so I've known the brothers now for about 4 months.
Me too.
Yes. We have a lot going on here. You have the Vintage Fair Mall. You have just everything you can ask for. The pizza's excellent, salads, desserts, and local beers, local wine. Can't go wrong here at Midici. So hey, I want to thank you guys for coming on the show.
I want to thank you. I really like being on here.
All right. We're going to be back right after words from our sponsors.
We Fix Laptops, your first place to stop for all your computer repairs. We offer quick, dependable, convenient, affordable repair. We Fix Laptops. Call now. We are located at 945 Coffee Road in Modesto, California. We make it easy and convenient. We offer on-site pickup in surrounding areas in Modesto. PC and Apple repairs. We fix them all. Virus removal, LCD broken, power jack repair, and much more. Remember, we fix laptops. Call now, 209-248-7483.
So we're back, and I hope we did a great job in showing you what Midici is all about. It's an amazing place. Midici is at the Vintage Fair Mall here in Modesto, California. It's just an amazing place. You walk in the door, you get to know people, you get in line. They have salads. The pizza is just amazing. Neapolitan Pizza. I don't think you can find that anywhere here in Modesto. It's a A+ pizza. It's just an amazing pizza. And the desserts too. It's just, I can't tell you how much about the atmosphere. You have to come in and you have to experience it. It's an amazing place. We hope to see you soon. So if you're a small business owner that would like to have their voice heard, please contact me at newsmallbusinessvoice@gmail.com or go to our website, www.smallbusinessvoice.biz. Thanks again for watching the show. Join the crusade and buy local. We'll see you next time.